Hey you guys, welcome to my Venus through Signs series. This is for Venus and Virgo. So if in your birth chart, Venus is in the sign of Virgo, these messages are for you. This can also apply if you have Virgo as your 7th house as well. So I've already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they give you some clarity. I feel like I'm having a deja vu moment. I don't know why I wanted to say be patient. They're going through a divorce. Did I say that before? I feel like that is like the exact message that I said in another video of yours. Or if it was the Virgo reading. Be patient, somebody's going through a divorce is like the first message that popped out. Some of you are feeling like you need to walk away or give up from a situation that actually can give you stability. But right now, this person is still meeting up with their ex-husband or wife, and they're still having to talk with lawyers and negotiate things. They aren't seeing eye to eye. I feel like they're going through a hard or difficult time, or you are going through a hard or difficult time. Maybe you're the one wanting someone to give you patience or be patient with you in your situation because you're going through some sort of legalities here. As a side note, I mean, these two cards together could be some sort of indication that not only has to do with relationships, but something that has to do with your finances this month. Maybe you are receiving some sort of settlement, an inheritance, or you're starting some sort of new job. You also could be dealing with someone who is some sort of lawyer or someone who's an entrepreneur. I feel like you guys, someone is saying, I've been honest, or I have been telling the truth, but they have been hiding something. I don't feel like it's as bad as the 7 of Swords. Like whatever they're holding back is for your own good or just to secure the relationship. Like, let's say for instance, you are dealing with someone who is coming out of a relationship. I feel that, or going through a divorce. Whatever they're telling you is, I do feel like they're being honest, even if the situation is a little quirky or odd. I feel like they're being honest. The only thing that they're withholding, like, let's say, for instance, you were like, are you still attracted to them? And they were like, hell no. I think they're not telling the truth about that. But are they done with them? Yes. Are they going back to them? No. Now, the other thing I'm seeing, because that story, I don't think that's going to be for everyone, because I am seeing a situation where there is decisions to be made in regards to love. Someone might be dating and all of them seem like their marriage potential, and it's just like, I can't decide. I can't decide, and someone wants to be fair. They don't want to mislead anyone. They don't want to manipulate. They don't want to string anyone around, but they are dating and trying to keep their options open. And I also feel like someone doesn't want to put all their eggs in one basket because they don't want to go through what they went through before. Maybe someone is afraid to open up and be 100% vulnerable, because then they feel like then they have put themselves in at a weak advantage or whatever. So they're still holding on to maybe you and another person, or you are not wanting to let go of everybody. You're like, I think I need to keep my options open. But, you know, nevertheless, it's like, okay, I just want to make sure that I'm being fair. So someone wants to make sure that they're being fair with their decisions in love. I also get a situation that I know you guys don't like, but this is the reality for some people. Open relationship, some sort of open relationship. And it's hard because everyone needs to be in agreement. You could be dealing with someone who can support everybody financially and with their attention. You know, it's like, no, this is how we can do it. We just have to divide our time this way and that way. I promise not to. Whatever the agreement is between all parties, it's like everybody needs to be on board. I'm just concerned that with the Eight of Cups, someone is just like, I don't like this, or I don't feel like it's fair, or I don't like this agreement. You know, so someone is feeling like maybe this isn't good. Maybe I can't do an open relationship or a polyamorous relationship I thought I could. So someone is losing hope in that. They're like, I don't think this is for me. Because it's weird that I'm getting that conflicting energy where it's like honest, but with drawbacks or something. I feel like some of you are wanting to give someone an ultimatum. You want to, but you're trying to keep an open mind. You also might be okay with your situation, but you're more so worried about how other people will judge you. So you're keeping it quiet. You're like, well, I can't tell my family and friends this because they're going to judge me. Or I'd love to post pictures of us on the internet together, all three of us, but they're going to judge me. Or maybe it's not a situation where, you know, because some people live all up under the same roof. Some people do. And some people are like, no, you spend so many days there and so many days here. Like, we're not going to mesh this all in together. So it could be some sort of situation like that. I feel like that is like that first story, I did feel like that is for maybe a few of you that felt like an important message. But then I'm also getting for a large group of you that this story is about working out the details to some sort of polygamy or polyamory. Maybe you're the female, you always thinking it's the guy. Maybe it's the female. She got two dudes. She like, I like both of y'all. Like, can we work this out? Like, my heart is divided. I never felt this before. And so there are things that need to be worked out. That's what I'm getting. Yep. Choices in love, keeping open minds, having a lot to bargain for, or a big responsibility. It's like, okay, you asked for this. You said you could handle being in this open or polygamous relationship. So let's see you handle it. Let's see how this works out. So some of you this is a heavy burden. But at the same time, you're making love connections. You're feeling very drawn to somebody. You feel like something is very special about a connection that you're having with someone. For some of you, it could be with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or you might be a Cancer with Venus and Leo. I feel like someone is trying to be optimistic. I also get the sense that somebody is being nosy. Maybe the pressure is getting to somebody. So let's say it is open. Everything's out in the open. You know where they are, or they know where you are. I still feel like someone is at a distance, like checking to make sure. Like, let me make sure. Like, if you're going to be, if I'm talking to you, you're in this type of relationship, you've got to have trust. It can't be any insecurities to deal with this type of relationship. Everybody has to be on board. Everybody has to be treated fairly and equally. We can't have secrets in some sort of relationship like this. And it's weird. It does look like it has the potential to be something stable. Now, I also get a situation where you're dealing with the person that is I still say they're going through a separation or divorce. It's like you know all about it, and you're just waiting for them to leave, but at the same time, they're taking forever because deep down, they still feel some sort of obligation to this person or to the marriage, or they still feel like they've invested in the marriage. So maybe it's like they started the documents. They started the documents, but haven't finished or completed them, or has not signed off. And it's just like, didn't you say you wanted to divorce them so that we could be together? Why aren't you signing the papers? And they're procrastinating on signing the papers because they know once it's done, it's done. It's no going back. So someone is having a hard time actually following through with the divorce. Again, use your own discernment. You can be patient with that situation or not. You know, it's up to you. Just don't snap on me in the comments. if you snapping about whoever you got you going through this, make sure that you make that clear, please. So yeah, you could be dealing with any sign: Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, maybe Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But it just seems like there's a need to be open. This also about this love connection is something about it that's very significant. It has a higher purpose. It's bigger than just you and them. This is why the ginormous angel is taking up the entire background, because it's not just about you and this person. It involves an unseen realm for whatever reason. Now, if this is you connecting with your divine counterpart, then there could be that is something about your energy that's very healing for the masses. So maybe that is the reason. I don't know what the reason is for exactly, but it serves a bigger purpose. Up here, maybe there could be a spirit child on the way. Maybe there's a child waiting to be born through the vessel of one of you. And that's why it's like the sole purpose of the relationship is really just for the birth of a child. So yeah, I'm seeing some different possibilities there. And see, it's weird. There's a marriage. There is a marriage, but maybe it's just very unusual. There is some sort of marriage. Now, one of the situations is that it is about making choices. And then when someone does finally make that choice, it hurts. Someone's going to feel rejected or left out. But it's like someone had to make that choice. I don't know if you had to make it or someone had to choose to let go of you. But it does seem like a choice is being made. And I've got too many marriage cards coming out. We got the Hierophant, the Four of Wands, the Justice card, the Ten of Pentacles. There's the Lovers. There's some sort of marriage happening. Maybe someone runs off and elopes without telling other people. Maybe someone gets married just because they feel like they need to do the right thing. Maybe it was found out, hey, this person's carrying my baby. And they're just thinking very old-fashioned, and it's just like, you don't really have to do that, but this person is like, no, it's only right that I marry this person. For some of you, maybe it's an arranged marriage. Maybe it's something political, like politically or celebrity. You know how certain celebrities, they be trying to pair you up with somebody that you wouldn't really want to be with, but for the sake of, I don't know, an image or record companies or investments. It's an arranged marriage. Just like it makes me think of like Princess Diana and Prince Charles, how they were really in love with other people, but that's the way it was. They were royalty. It was arranged. They had to get married, but they didn't. Maybe they did love each other, but their heart, they were in love with other people. So it could be a situation like that you're married, but it's for strategic purposes or financial reasons. Maybe it's out of your hands. Maybe it's like if it was up to you, but maybe you're locked into some sort of secret organization or group, and it's just like, no, you can't marry that person. You got to marry the person that we set up for you. Really, it can go deep to me as political agenda, period. As far as like not relationships, but how Trump is the president, but everybody making decisions behind him, like he's just a front man, but behind the curtains is like a host of other people that's running the country, probably more so like billionaires or corporations are in charge of running the country, not so much the president, something like that. So something really runs deep. Maybe you are connecting with someone who has some sort of very important status or important bloodline, and it's like you're needing to abide by the rules or abandon them. Let me actually look at the Tower, because you guys have some sort of abrupt ending, or this is about something being revealed where you lose faith in the institution of marriage, or you lose faith in what you were taught to believe in. Like you don't believe in that anymore. You're like, The hell with society's beliefs. Like, that is not what I've experienced, or that's not my life, and it's just not going to be. Maybe you're having some sort of rude awakening of how life really is, that you've been believing in fairy tales or fiction, and now you see your reality. You realize that your life is not the painted picture that everyone believes you, tells you that you should have. Some of you, this is about having some sort of moment of clarity, and you just end up either following your intuition and just going with the flow of it, even if it's against other people's beliefs, but you're following your own beliefs, your own system of beliefs. This also looks like you could be abandoning, like I said earlier, your traditions, any type of traditions that you were following. You're like, I'm abandoning that because I don't believe in them. They don't work for me. What you taught me does not work for me. I also see the Tower, as something being revealed to you in a dream. Something is some sort of telepathic message being delivered to you or being sent to you, or if you want to call it receiving some sort of spiritual downloads. Something definitely is resonating with a dream. Those of you that dream, or if you don't normally dream, you're about to have one that really stands out and you're going to remember it. Also, your hidden enemies are going to be revealed to you. Whoever has been hating on you or who is not your real friends, their identity will be revealed to you. Something happens, the universe just kind of intervenes, and just like one time, I don't know, those of you that follow me on Instagram, like somebody just out the blue called me the N-word, and she was a follower. And it was just like, what the? She was pissed because I wasn't taking phone readings, and got pissed at me and was like, oh, you have time to be on Instagram? Stop fucking checking out my personal life. My personal life is my personal life. When I'm on taking calls, I let people know when I'm taking calls. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to snap on y'all. Like I'll be snapping in my comments. But then that person apologized. Like, sent me a private message under a fake account talking about she didn't know what came over her, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. So I say that too, just as an example that someone, like, you might have someone who's really not truly invested in you, who's not a true friend, is going to possibly be exposed. I just want to look at the Five of Pentacles. This is a situation that seems slightly separate from the story, but it still might tie in. I see a situation where you might be moving on from someone for new love, but leave the other person out in the cold. Like someone thought that they still had a chance with you, but they don't. And it gets revealed that you've moved on. Maybe you changed your status on social media, and because they were snooping, they happen to see you booed up with someone, or they happen to see you interacting with someone publicly, or they ran into you in public, or you ran into someone in public. I think finding out someone has moved on comes at a surprise. Yeah, I feel like that. I don't know if that's still part of all of this or if that was one little part for someone specific. You might find out that someone is off the market or someone is now engaged and you're just like, oh, I guess that's it. I guess I need to let that go. All right, so I hope this has helped. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.